So today I'm going to talk about a couple ways to save money in betting. First up, the one-way bet, where you can only bet one side of a game. Now, I've talked about this in the past. Here, Arizona plus 3,000, so 30-1 for them to come back, down 8-0 against the Dodgers. But notice you can't even bet the other side. And if you can bet the other side, they make it so ridiculous that it doesn't make sense to bet anyways. This is basically designed for one thing and one thing only. To get people late in the night, maybe had a few drinks, maybe had a bad day. They're just hoping for the last few dollars out of their account. Okay, you lost your parlays for the day, which you shouldn't be betting. You lost your big bets. So you know what? There's a bet that's 30-1. I'll throw down 10, 20 bucks. We'll multiply that by thousands of different people out there. Maybe they get lucky and 50 people take that bet, when the true line shouldn't be 30-1. It should probably be closer to 50-1 or 60-1 or maybe 70-1 to actually make a comeback at this point. Now, FanDuel is famous for this. FanDuel is probably the biggest perpetrator of this because FanDuel comes out and gives you props, especially in pitching, where you can only bet one side. You can only bet the over. You can't bet the under. The alternate strikeout props, they don't want you to take the under in that one. The other thing they do, hitting props, okay? Hitting props is another thing that FanDuel gives you the over, and they don't give you the under. And the other way that FanDuel finds a way to screw you is by basically, they're the only book in the entire world that if your player doesn't start the game, but they come in to pinch hit, well, that still counts. And they just go ahead and take your money. What's the second way it can save you money? Roulette. All right, good old-fashioned roulette, where you can basically have anywhere from a 2.5 up to a 7.5% house edge. Now, quick story before I jump in here. I'm in Vegas, and I'm sitting at Caesar's Palace, and I am mind-boggled by this. I'm talking to my wife, and I'm saying, look at what's going on here. On one side, they have a 3-0 roulette. They have 000 roulette. That means there's 3 zeros. That's 7.5% house edge. Right next to it, there's 2 zeros, which is, close to 5% house edge. And the table with the 000 roulette is completely full, and there's 3 people playing the 000 roulette. And it just goes to show that people don't even consider math when they walk into a casino. But let me talk about how I can actually save you guys money. So we're not even going to talk about the bullshit 000 roulette, and if you see it, run. We're going to talk about American roulette, which is 0 and 00, versus European roulette, which you normally see in the high limit rooms, 0. Now, every time I go to the casino, I see a whole group of friends gather around a table and they're having fun, having a blast, betting on roulette. But at the end of the day, look, they're all betting on this. Pool your money. If you cannot afford to bet high limit, which is typically 25 bucks a number, versus maybe 10 or 15 out on the floor, pool your money together. Why the hell would you want to bet a 5.26% house edge versus 2.7% in European roulette? At the end of the day, the likelihood that you're going to lose is high anyways. But why give the house a 5.26% house edge when you can throw your money together? You can have the same good time. Most casinos in the high limit room will let a few people put the chips down. Some are strict about it. Only one person can touch the chips. But most will let you go out and, spread the chips around. You bet here and I bet there. I do it all the time with my wife. It's a good time. You know what? Blow off some steam. But at the end of the day, if you're sitting out there and there's 5 of you guys, you're betting 10 bucks a number, go into the high limit room. Bet 25 buck minimum a number. And you just cut your house edge in half. One last little bonus tip, which I think is the reason why so many people lose so often in the casinos, is this. The casinos have a house edge. They're going to win over the long term. If you're there to have some fun with it, win a little bit of money, lose a little bit of money, then great. If you're going there to make a fortune, you're probably not going to, but I'm going to tell you the one edge you have over the house. Because believe me, they have every single edge you can think of in their games. And with 000 roulette, forget it. You are done. But I'm going to tell you the one edge you have over the books that they don't have over you. They are open 24/7. You can leave anytime. The amount of times I've been in a casino, seen someone go on an incredible run, only to lose it all back to the casino and then some, is staggering. The trick to winning in the casino, and it's not long-term because nobody wins long-term unless you're counting cards and you find yourself a nice biased roulette wheel. The trick to winning in a casino, at least in the short term, leave when you have a nice profit. Set yourself a little profit goal. Don't get greedy because that is what the casino counts on. There are many times in every trip, and every gambler knows what I'm talking about. There's many times where you're actually up money. That is the time to leave, okay? Don't give it back. Set your targets, hit those targets. If you're on an absolute heater, keep it going, but make sure you set your point where you're gonna leave. So you get up $5,000, $6,000, you say, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I'm gonna try to win $10,000 today. Guess what? If you lose that, you're back, you're down to only being up $1,500. Cash out, walk out. You're a winner. The edge the casino has is obvious. They have a house edge on every single bet. But the little tiny edge that you have, you can leave any time you want, and they can't. Think about that next time you walk in. Avoid the 000 roulettes. If you're betting 000 roulette and you're there with your friends, consolidate your money. Go get yourself half the house edge. Also learn to count cards and not get spotted. But that's a different story. Best of luck, and we'll see you soon.